Hello, hi everyone. So sorry for the delay. There were some technical difficulties going on. The team event devex would be right there in the chat. Um, and hi, I'm Harshavardhan Bajoria, and I'm here to actually get you all through this whole workshop. So let's begin. But before I begin, I would like to know how many of you have used Git or GitHub. Just maybe type in the chat or somewhere like, have you used it or GitHub or not? Okay, awesome. So some people have already used Git and GitHub, and I'm pretty sure they must be quite familiar with it. Cool, awesome. So let's just share the screen and let's begin. Cool. I hope my screen is visible. Let me also join in from my phone so that I can view your comments. Awesome. So, welcome to Introduction to Git and GitHub. And there's a cute Mona cat giving you the love out there. So, yes, it is. And Baby Yoda welcoming all of you over here. So, मैं कौन हूँ और better phrased, who am I? I'm an associate product manager at Unstop, leading all the AI innovations out there over there. Azure developer lead, GitHub campus expert, 7 times Microsoft certified, AI engineer and data scientist, GitHub certified, Google Cloud Digital certified, and founder of Devo. Here's a QR code. In case you wish to connect with me, you can just scan the QR code and it will redirect you to my LinkedIn, Twitter, and GitHub accounts. So you can actually go through it and get all of the just that you want. Cool. What is the agenda for today? So the agenda for today is we'll be exploring actually what is Git, then understanding how to do hands-on with Git, understanding what is GitHub, having some hands-on with it. I'll be sharing the QR code in the chat later on, so you can take it from there, or uh, you can actually go to LinkedIn and search it out. Then we'll be actually contributing to a repo. So I would want all of you to actually have your laptops ready with you so that you can actually go and contribute. And then finally, we'll try to have a quiz, which I'm not sure of. If time permits, then we can have a short quiz and we can interact all together. But yes, I want all of it to be interactive. And if I find it quite interactive, then maybe we can look forward to something. Cool, awesome. A minute. Let's make it interesting for all of you. So before I make it interesting for all of you, I'd like to know how many of you know which community is actually organizing it. If you know, just maybe raise your hand. Oh, sorry, you can't raise your hand. So just maybe type in the chat. Okay, awesome. I'm just creating a quick form for all of you so that uh, since there are around 70 people watching us, so maybe we can have some fun and you can take part in some giveaway specifically for all of you. So how many of you actually like giveaways? I am pretty sure all. Just say yes if you like giveaways, and if I get 10, then I can have a giveaway right away. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome. Cool, 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 cool. People do like giveaways. Cool, awesome. So since all of you like giveaways, let's have a giveaway. Let's have a giveaway of let's see what it can be. So sharing the screen again. There is this surprise attack. Can anyone guess what can be the surprise? Any guesses? Guys, be quick so that we can make it interactive, but yeah, we can also make it fun. Certificate. That's not a giveaway. GitHub T-shirt. Okay. Any API? No, not GitHub logo. How can I give you a GitHub logo? Maybe T-shirt logo, GitHub swags. Yeah, cool, awesome. So yeah, there is a GitHub T-shirt, and since I like Harry Potter, so yeah, there's Harry Potter out here. So yeah, you get a GitHub T-shirt, and this GitHub T-shirt would be getting based upon this. So you need to actually share about today's learnings on LinkedIn. Tag obviously me, GitHub Education, and even DevX. Maybe the team can help you with all of these questions for certificates. I would request the team to actually check it out. But yeah, you can get a GitHub T-shirt in case you share about today's learning on LinkedIn, and if you have the best post. So I don't care about um, like how many likes you get or how many comments you get, but how many people actually acknowledge your post and actually uh, feel that okay, this is a great insightful post. Based upon that, you would be getting a DM from my side, which would be that okay, hey, you have won this prize and here's your GitHub T-shirt. Ayushman, that won't be possible because I won't be able to track that. So sadly, that's something I don't want. Maybe create a LinkedIn account and make this your first post. So that would be pretty awesome. Cool. So we let's do time travel right now and see when you first wrote your program. So uh, like just type it in the chat. When did you first write your program? Like your first program that you saw. Anyone would like to share? I wrote my first program in class 9, I believe. Yeah, it was in class 9. Class 9, class 8. It was in Java because it was there in syllabus, so I had to. I had no choice. Yeah. So how was it for you all? Awesome. Class 3. That's crazy. Okay, class 3. Okay, awesome. So people are actually pretty good with programming and they have done programming. That's pretty awesome. Now, let's see what is Git. Since you all have done coding and you know what is coding, I'm pretty sure that you all know that how things work. So let's see what is Git and then understand it all. So Git is a distributed version control system that is free and open source. Now you might ask me, okay, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by that word distributed? What do I mean by the word version control system? And what do I mean by open source? I'm pretty sure you all know open source a bit. I'm pretty sure that you all have heard about it because of GSOC and the great opportunities that lie. But let's see and break it down. So, what is exactly version control? I'm really sorry. I know my image is coming over here at the bottom and it's not easy to navigate, but I can't do anything about it. So version control is break into three parts: content, teams, and agility. What do I mean by content? It means you keep complete track of the history. So let's say you made a change, you added a new file, you added new image, you modified something, you added a new document, you created a new document, or anything of that sort. You are wanting to keep a track of it, of what happened, who took it, and what was all the change that happened in those places. So for that, what you do is have content being tracked using version control. I know, Shreyash. Sorry for that. Then you have teams. So teams allow you to effectively collaborate and communicate and review, which is pretty natural, but sometimes it gets very messy because let's say you are sitting here in your room and someone else of your team is sitting in, um, let's say Delhi, outside Delhi, or maybe it's they are sitting, let's say, in some foreign country. It becomes really cumbersome to actually navigate and talk with your teams out there to effectively collaborate and communicate and share reviews together and work upon it. So version control allows your team to effectively share those reviews, work upon it, see. Uh, sure, Geeta, but I'm not sure if everyone would be comfortable in Hindi also. So I need to speak in English right now. You can maybe like if you don't understand something, you can maybe ask questions, and I'd be happy to answer. So version control allows two things till now, which is content and teams. It allows that you keep complete track of the history and also allows the teams to effectively collaborate, communicate, and share the reviews. But what about open source? Or what about agility? So agility is when you can add up quickly to any change. You can easily test, fix, or undo any change that you have made, and becomes much, much, much easier for you to actually navigate. Version control allows you that. It allows you to quickly see that, okay, this was the change and didn't work out, let's undo it. Or this was something I did, this doesn't look good, let's change it up. So version control allows you all these three things out there. Now, if I go back and see at the definition, what is Git? Git is a distributed version control system, which means Git is something that allows you to have version control system in your own laptops, in your own systems, and it's distributed. Everyone can use it to actually track content, share reviews with your teams, collaborate effectively, and have agility in your system. Now, what is open source? Open source are actually softwares with a source code that can be accessed by anyone. So let's say it's you, let's say it's me, it's anyone out there. They can effectively coordinate together, they can effectively work together to give the code access to like everyone, and they can use it to actually build upon it. So for example, let's take a VLC media player, and you're using VLC media player and you're like, okay, I found a bug and I want that since I'm a coder or I'm a software developer, what if I could actually resolve it out? Since the code is open source, which means code is publicly accessible through internet and anyone can see the code, even you can, you go to the code base, you check it out, you see what are the different things that's there, make the changes, create a pull request, and send it across. The maintainer would obviously see it, check it, verify that yes, it makes nothing and it's good to go, and then do it. Obviously, for security reasons, so that no one makes malicious files uh, updated over there or does something that breaks the whole VLC media player. But yeah, this is it. So open source is something where you can actually see the code. Uh, a contemplating thing, for example, you're using Instagram and you're like, okay, I don't like this new feature where the DMs come at the bottom. What should I do about it? Should I just write a suggestion and just leave it, or if I want, I can just suggest them this UI looks better. Obviously, you can just give a suggestion. You can't see the code, you can't understand the complexities of it, and you can't change it out there. So open source is somewhat good, but somewhat risky also, because now the code is open and everyone can see it, so they can actually like see the vulnerabilities over there, or see the things that are wrong over there, and make it uh, something like exploit it out for the other people who are actually using the softwares. Similarly, as we saw open source, Git is also one of the open source softwares, and it has been used by many small and large projects like Linux. By the way, how many of you are fan of Linux, or how many of you love Linux? Just a random question. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. Just check out the GitHub repo of Linux, and you'll be amazed to see that. Okay, someone uses Arc. That's awesome. Try it out, Nikhil. Linux. Linux is one of the tools that's pretty great, and it allows a lot of things at the CLI level itself. So just try it out. Same for Preeti. Cool. Now we got to know what is Linux, what is open source, sorry, what is open source, what is version control, and what is Git. Now, let me take you to a repo of Linux. So let's say type Linux GitHub. So you can see this is Linux. I don't think this is Linux open source. Let me check. Linux GitHub. Yep, I think this is it. So let's go to this person. Yeah. So this is the person who actually built Linux for all of us out there. And you can actually go and check out the complete Linux repo out there. And you will find it's pretty insane. Obviously, he's an insane and a very talented person out there. So yeah, just check it out. You might see a lot of good things out there to actually understand. So going back to our slides, let's get along and use some commands. So before we actually understand this whole diagram of locations of Git, what happens, what are different commands for it, and how do we store the project using Git, and have agility, team collaboration, and how do we have uh, the content being tracked, about all of it. Let's first understand and explain it in simple terms with this real life school example. So how many of you actually remember your school days? Just say yes, no, or maybe just press a heart or anything that you want. That okay, yes, I remember my school days. Okay, okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, all of you remember your school days, just like me. And let's go back to the time where you used to have that class photograph. All right. So, let's imagine this diagram similar to a class photograph. What was the first thing that used to happen? You used to be like, okay, the teacher called you and said, everyone, please stand in a queue or in a line. And based upon the classes that's there. So you go and stand in a line, which is called the working tree. Now, when you're standing in that particular line, you can actually move forward, you can go backward, you can uh, be like, I don't want to stand here, I want to stand beside my friend, or I don't want to be with this one. You can look back, you can look forward, you can look anywhere else that you want, and you can actually shift positions. So that's the working tree where the files can be added, files can be deleted, files can be modified. You can do anything with them. You can create new ones also. So this is a working tree. Similar to that, once let's say your time comes up and the teacher says, all right, everyone go to the stage who's standing in this particular line, which is let's say class 11A. You go and stand on the stage, and now you can't shift, you can't move, you can't look back, you can't change, you can't do anything out there. You have to be in that position that you are and just look at the camera. That's the staging area. So there is a command called git add dot where you actually uh, put it out, and then all the files go to the staging area where they can't change. They have to be where they are. Next, what is the final step? Click a photograph. So you click a photograph and the cameraman says cheese, and you get a photo of that instant where you're standing on stage. What were you doing? Where were you looking? How were you standing? And everything gets captured over there in that photograph. Similarly, you take a snapshot of your own staging area of the files using the command called get commit, and then everything of that file of what was there at that particular instant, what they were doing, what how they were looking, where they were looking, everything gets stored in that snapshot. Now, where do you put your photographs in an album, right? You put it with a label, class 11A. So you be like, ये photo class 11A की थी. And this is called a local repository. So in a local repository, just like you store your files data, the snapshot you're taken with a label, similar to that, in real life, you store your albums where you put in photograph along with a label. And this whole thing creates your project directory. Awesome. Now let's go and work out with the commands. So I go and type git download. So you'll be coming to this page. You can click on Windows, Mac OS or Linux, any of the thing that you're using, and download it and use it out there. So let me just share this link with all of you. Awesome. Now, once you have it installed, what you can do is just go to Visual Studio Code. Let me create a new folder for the same. And now you go to the terminal, and the first command that you'll be trying out today is this. You use image stories specific work. So since I have a Mac, so it's Linux. I don't prefer Windows, to be very honest. Um, Try it out, and you would get to know yourselves. Cool, awesome. So first command would be get hyphen hyphen version, and you would see that it tells me the version of Git that I'm using, and also this tells me that yes, Git is installed. So this is the command that you'll be using to check whether Git is installed in your system or not. So let me type this command also in the chat. Awesome. Now, after that, let's say I need to tell Git that, okay, this is me and I am actually going to use you. So to tell who is it, so I tell Git that, okay, Git 7 config set user dot name. Let's say I type in HV Bajoria. So that's my GitHub ID. Okay, I think I missed something. Let me just check that out. What did I miss? So it's git config user name. Sorry. Yeah. So all the questions would be answered in the end. Uh, I don't know how to pronounce it. So if I want to set it globally, I can just type global user.name and it will help me set it out. Git config -FN global user.name. It's a correct command. Git config. Sorry, I added this. Yeah. So now this is set. It knows that, okay, I am HV Bajoria who is there to actually um, set all of this. Let me type it in the chat also. The next command similar to this is for the email, which is git config global user.email and the email ID that you're actually going to use. So I'm typing my email ID. So this is the same command. Just copy this out, paste it out here. Cool. So now Git knows who you are, and Git also knows that, okay, this is the person's email which is configured for the same. This allows Git to actually refer to it when you are using GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket for the same, which will be actually checking it out. So now let's go and type git log, or let's create a new file first. So I created a new file called hi, and I'm naming it as hi. I am Harsh out here teaching about Git. Let's save it, and let's save it as test.txt. It's safe. Now let me just see whether Git is able to keep track of it or not. How do I check it? First, you need to tell Git that, okay, this is the project directory which you need to keep track of. So the command is git init for that. When you type git init, it turns green, which means a file was created. And now if I type git status, I can see, yes, the thing is in the working tree and it's not being tracked right now. It says here untracked file, it's on branch main and nothing added to commit, but untracked files present. Awesome. So if I go back to the diagram out here, it's in the working tree. The file is in the working tree out here. Next, what I do is type git add dot to actually put it in the staging area. Now if I do git status, you can see the difference. No commits yet, same, but changes to be committed over here and untracked file over here. And it says new file test.txt is there on the stage. So there is a new student who is standing on the stage and that's name is test.txt. Now it's in the staging area. Now Either I can remove the person from the stage using the command git rm mine hyphen cached, or I can just be like, let that person be, and let's click a photo. So if I want to click a photo, what I do is git commit minus m uh, version 1.0. You need to make it as descriptive as possible. Right now, I'm just giving it up. So when you do git commit, it told me that okay, there is main version 1.0, the label that I gave over here. Something like 3e is present out here. It says one file change, one insertion, create mode of this file. So there was a creation that happened. Now if I do git status, it says nothing to commit, working pretty clean, because all the students that were there are gone. Their photo is taken. Now let's clear this up, and now let's do git log. This command helps you get log of your gits. So I got a comment that says something out here with head main, author as me, as I put it out there, along with the email ID, the date and the time, along with the time zone of plus 530, and the label that I gave. So now I have got this. Cool. Now let me again do some changes to this file and see what happens. Or let's delete it up. Done, delete. I do get status. It says deleted one file. It's not committed. So let's do git add. And this time let's do it in a different way. So I want this particular file to be done. So git add test.txt, git commit minus n suspicion. Now if I do git log, you can see it tells me two things. That this is a suspicion, and there was a commit of version 1.2. Now what is this long string that I get? This is called the SHA ID or SHA ID. What it is a string of numbers and letters and characters which is created uniquely for each and every commit that you make. It is used to refer to this particular commit that you have. Now, what does it mean that I refer to it? Suppose I told you that you did a mistake by deleting this file and you want to restore it. How would you restore? You have even deleted this from your recycle bin. Let's delete it from my recycle bin. So here's the recycle bin, and I deleted it. Now what should I do? So what I can do is type git reset hyphen hard and copy this commit ID of last where I want to take it off to, and it will bring back the file to me in that particular state, which is here. Pretty cool, right? And this is what Git allows you. Git allows you to actually manage and reset. Obviously, you can just go back into the past, but not into the future, which is a sad thing about it. But yes, that's true. So if I do git log, it will only show me one commit, and so I won't be able to move forward and back again. And if I do try to do this, as again the file is gone and deleted because again it refers to this particular thing. Pretty cool, pretty awesome, right? Now, you understood what the locations of Git meant and how to work with it. Let's bring back the old thing. Awesome. So, what is a remote repo run? Just like you store all of these things locally, you want everyone to see it. So, for example, your photograph, you want now everyone should be able to see it out there, and your photo is visible to everyone. So, what you do is you put it out there for everyone to see on Instagram, Facebook, or Google Drive. You have two options over there. Either you make it public or you make it private, right? So if you want that everyone should be able to see it, you make it public. If you want only selected few people to see it, you make it private. Similar to that, for your code, you have GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. All these three are called remote repositories because they allow you to have remote connections and take it anywhere that you want. So what is Git? So the GitHub is a website which is a cloud-based service that helps developers store, analyze the code, and as well as track and control changes to the code. This complete thing is just like your Instagram, which stores your whole post, but in this case, it helps you track and manage and control changes to your code. Awesome. So let's go to GitHub. So let's go to github.com. Let's click on sign up. Please fill up this form in case you wish to sign up. In case you already have an account, you can just go to sign in and you can sign into your account. Once you sign in, you will come to an account with something like this. Which shows a dashboard kind of a thing where you can get the feed of what people are doing out there, the latest, and also the repos that you have been using. You file and make it something good looking for your HRs or your recruiters to actually see it out. So make sure that you have something which talks about yourself over here in the readme MD. Make it easy to navigate, make it easy for them to actually see through about all of your achievements and the things that you have done. Pin about your repositories out there so that they can be able to see that okay, this is the work that this person has done and this is what they stand for or this is what they have been working upon. Make sure that your graph looks somewhat good so that people can actually see it out and check it out uh, and see that okay, you're an active developer out there. Cool. So I'm just sharing this link in case you wish to refer to it. Now, let's go to repositories. What is a repository? Repository is a place where you actually get a lot of things, and this is where you actually create your own space or your project directory in the cloud. So let's give it a name. So I'm just giving it a name as session as UNDFX. Let's make it private or let's make it public for now. Let's not start with anything and let's create a repo. Once I create a repo, it should say this is all of this and you can actually do this. So to actually push something out here. Since I already have some code out here, let's say this is the code that I have. I want to push it out there. What I can do is simply over here, let's copy this link, which I can see, copy this up, go over here and tell Git that okay, the remote origin is this. So this tells Git that okay, the remote or the remote link that you need to refer to is this particular link. Then you just type git push, but it tells me that yes, you need to tell that okay, the upstream is origin main. So I tell this, and once I go over here and refresh, I can see that it has been pushed and it's here for me to see. Now, anyone who comes to this particular page is able to see it out there. I can click on add a readme to actually add in something like, okay, let's say session feedbacks. Got to learn something new. And I commit this, so I can use this edit also and save it out there. Awesome. Now, if I go over here and I click over here, this is a shortcut. This I can see that okay, it says version 1.2 over here, and it looks okay to me, but it should be standing behind. So if I just do it status, the branch is up to date with origin main, nothing to commit, working tree is clean. Maybe because my net is not working. Fine. Now if I do git pull is the command which brings in the change that's there. So if I just see there is a new change that was there and it has been brought back to me. Awesome. Now let's say two people are working on the same project. It's you and it's me. So let's say I give it here as Harshavardhan. And there is another person, let's say newbie. Bad phone. And let's give it a name as Harsh. Now that person and this person don't want to commit to a main branch, which is the high level branch of it or the main thing which gets deployed. So what you do is you create branches for it. You create different branches, which is like you create some subsections of it and check it out from there so that things don't get merged like you can see in this diagram. So what I do is this is the main branch and I create a separate flow, change the request, discuss it out there, and then when it's ready, it will merge to main. How do you create a new branch? You do git checkout minus b and let's name it Harsh. Now I am on Harsh branch, you can see out here in the bottom. And now I let's say do a commit over here. Added feedback. And I publish this branch. Similarly, let's say a new person comes in and they be like, no, I don't like this thing out there. So let's say just go back to main. And let's say a new person comes in, they say that, okay, I want to write my own feedback that amazing. And let's say the person name is, let's name it anything, anonymous. Okay, now I do get checkout minus b and I write anonymous. It switches to a new branch called anonymous and I again do a commit using this thing, added feedback and make a commit and publish the branch. Pretty straightforward, right? Until now. Now if I go back, I can see there has been changes. Harsh and anonymous created a changes and since I'm the like owner of this repo, I'm able to see both. But Harsh would be able to see only there, anonymous would be able to see there. Harsh can create a compare and pull request and create a pull request over here. What is a pull request? It's like you can't directly commit to mains. You create a pull request saying that okay, I want to merge these changes and I feel this will be helpful for you. And this is a pull request that is created for by Harsh, and similarly this is created by anonymous. Now both of them have created a pull request. As the owner, I would be able to see out here that okay, two people have created a pull request, and maybe I would be like, let's go. And let's merge this one out here after seeing the files changed and seeing that, okay, they just added their own feedback. And I click on merge pull request, confirm the merge, and yes, it's there. Now, if I go to the code, I can see the feedback got added in the main branch. There are two other branches out there, but it's fine. Now I go to the second one. I see that, okay, the file change is normal, but I can't merge this because it has a merge conflict. Now, what is a merge conflict? It is when two different files happen to work together and now both are looking to do the same thing. So if I just see out here, Harsh had this and my thing had this. Now both of them are correct, but I can only accept one. So I can either do accept current or accept incoming changes or accept both. So if I click on accept both, you can see it merged both of them. Let me just remove this. And let's click on mark as resolved and commit this change. When I click on commit, it actually creates a new commit out here. Again, checks whether it's even to merge and it's correct. Yes, there are no conflicts now. I can click on merge. And when I do confirm merge, it is getting ready and now it's merged for me. Awesome. So this is all about pull request. This is all about how things work out there. And I would want all of you to go ahead and create a pull request of your own so that you can also learn how pull requests are made and get your first pull request ready for the submission. Um, Here are some tools of empowerment in case you wish. You can just scan this QR code out there and get along to some of the crazy things that are out there. Also, it takes you to GitHub Live Pack, which has a lot of things. So in case you get confused, you can just ping me up on LinkedIn, and I'll be happy to help across. And would like all of you to just scan this QR code and share your own feedback so that I can know uh, details about the session and also get to know about what are the things that's looking forward by you and what are different sessions that I should take upon so that your journey of growth and learning keeps continuing. Let me know when you are done. Awesome. Coming back to this, share about your today's learning on LinkedIn, tagging me, GitHub Education, and even DevX, so that we get to know about it. And you might be one of the person winning this GitHub T-shirt in your DM. So you'll be getting this on your DM. So please just have some patience and wait it out there. Also, make sure that you keep learning and ping me on LinkedIn. I've shared the link in the chat so that your doubts can be resolved. If in case there are any, would be happy to answer all of them. Thank you all for joining in. Hope you like the session. And if in case you have any questions, you can type it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer. GitHub T-shirt. So as I mentioned before, You need to share about today's learning, and the one person who does the best in sharing about the learnings and everything about it would be receiving a DM from me saying that, hey, you have won this, and here's your GitHub t-shirt. So that would be delivered at your home. It's a coupon code that I'll be sharing with all of you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. What was the tags? Let me show this again. This are the tags. Me, GitHub Education, and Event DevX. Thank you, everyone. See you all.